if I was to propose to you a situation where there was this great guy that would treat you well, be real good to you. You
Uh-huh.
would enjoy his time and his company.
Uh-huh.
Um, it would help our friendship to be stronger. And we could all hang out and do things together,
Uh-huh.
you know, travel, whatever, with some things you like. And I let her tell me what she liked.
Uh-huh.
And I said, now, what if we could meet all those needs? How would you feel about that person? You know? So I
Yeah.
let her tell me what her thoughts was. And I said, well, would you like to meet him? And,
Mm-hmm.
let her meet him. Let her meet you and see how things go. I said, well, I'm going to set up a date for y'all to meet.
Uh-huh.
Now, would you feel more comfortable if I'm there with you since it's your first time meeting him? Or would
Uh-huh.
you feel comfortable with doing it by yourself? And let her go on a date with you. And, y'all, she say whichever. She says she good with going with you. Y'all go and y'all talk. And you
Uh-huh.
wouldn't be allowed to be able to tell her nothing about the situation. Just have a good date.
Uh-huh.
Then I call up and I said, did you enjoy the date? And she tell me, yeah, I enjoyed the date because I make sure you get it right.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, I enjoyed the date. Oh, yeah, really?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I enjoyed the date. The date was lovely, and he was such a gentleman. He pulled out the chairs, he paid for everything, he bought me flowers. Man, I really think this could be somebody I could be interested in. So, well, how do you feel like what would you feel if I told you he was mine? And she would probably look at me and say, "What? You sent me on a date with a man that's yours?" And I would say, "Wait, wait, wait, wait! Don't before you jump to
Yeah.
conclusions. I'll share him with you."
Oh.
I shared him with you. Didn't you enjoy that? Don't you enjoy hanging out with me? Just
Uh-huh.
imagine what we could have, the three of us. Let's see how it works.
This is DJ Kevy Kev. For all my BBW that's out there looking fly and know you're looking fly, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to give them a big for all my fellas out there that's rocking the SBBW. I want you to stand up and say, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the BBW Network Podcast. I am your host, DJ Kevy Kev. I like to say what's up to all my BBWs out there and all the guys that love and support our BBWs. I also like to give a shout out to the BBW Network Facebook group. If you hadn't joined, please go do so right now. People ask me all the time, nigga, what the fuck is you trying to do? You mean to tell me you talking about big, beautiful women? Nigga, you is a dude. Ain't nobody finna listen at that shit. Well, the best way I can explain this show is, remember back when, before they had Sirius XM, you had, before YouTube or a podcast, you would have to listen to the radio. And you would be up late at night or you'd be on the road driving and you couldn't find a good radio station. But you'll run across this station and you would hear this nigga talking and you like, what the hell is this dude talking about? It didn't have no audience. You had this one nigga calling in and this other female calling in, and you, for some reason, you just sit there and listen at that shit, and you be like, I should call this motherfucker. Well, that's this show. To all my plump ladies, keep your stomach, sis, because skinny fit ladies get cheated on too. Dating a big girl is like opening a bag of chips in church. Everybody looks at you funny, but deep down inside, they know they want some of them chips too. Ladies, if a guy tell you cute for a big girl, you tell him stop. Nigga, I'm the shit. Warning, not everybody can handle a BBW. Messing with one will get you addicted and you will fall in love for the rest of your entire life. Simply put, a woman without curves is like a road without bends. You might get to your destination quicker, but the ride is gonna be boring as hell. At the beginning of the show, I played a conversation between me and my friend. And although as jokingly as it may sound, I think she was very serious about being in a relationship where she allowed her man to be with another female. But the thing of it is, she wanted to be the person that vet the female. She wanted to go out and pick the female for him, and that would eliminate him going out and choosing some random female to be with. So she would know who he dealing with, I guess, to eliminate diseases and eliminate the fact that, you know, hey, I ain't got to worry about him cheating. I know who he with and things of that sort. For the record, I never been in an open relationship, never had a desire to be in an open relationship. Obviously, I'm not a woman, but for the record, I know that everybody don't think the same, and they definitely don't think like me. Now, I don't know if you can classify this as being an open relationship because she never mentioned her being with another man. She just mentioned him being with another woman. Now, maybe it's open on his end but closed on her end. I'm not sure. Either way, to me, this shit sound ridiculous. But that's just, like I say, that's just me though. But let's just break it down a little bit more. See if we can figure out what's going on here. Shauna, what you think?
I don't know how to break it down any further. All I know is I'm not going bitch hunting for my man just because he can't help himself from fucking with other females. I value myself way too much as a woman to even allow myself to consider something of this magnitude. Now, I don't know what her mental capacity is, but I do think that she has lost confidence in herself, and I think she's dealing with self-esteem issues.
Look, I think she done been disappointed so much until she like, you know what? I done tried it y'all way. I done tried it the normal way. I tried it like my aunt, my grandmother. Fuck it, man. I'm gonna try it my way. I done tried it like the professionals. I done looked for the red flags, and it just don't work. Men keep disappointing me. So she like, you know what? Hell with that. I'm gonna do it my way because it's my happiness. So she like, fuck it. I might as well go for broke. Anyway, enough of this open relationship shit. Let's move on. Shauna, what you got?
Is it healthy for a woman to get into a relationship when she's just had a baby? My question to you is, why don't you ask this question to men?
Hell no. No. If you just had a baby, you don't need to be out there trying to date nobody. First of all, if you thinking about a dating and thinking about a relationship, then obviously you're not with the guy who you just had the baby by. And we all know that when a woman has a baby, she goes through a whole lot of changes, physical changes, emotional changes, mental changes, and to try to start up a new relationship with a new person that the baby is not for, but the baby is a constant reminder of the person or the situation, or I should say, and the situation, it's just gonna be too much for you and the other person. Let's just say both of y'all fall in love, and then the relationship don't work out. Now, you just had a new baby. Your emotions all screwed up from the last situation. The baby is a constant reminder of the last situation. Now, you heartbroken over the new situation. Oh no. If you just had a newborn baby, your focus needs to be on that child. Your focus needs to be on nourishing that child, not trying to get into a new relationship. Let's look at the optics. What comes to people's mind when they see a woman who they know just had a brand new baby, but they out at the club? And you know how people think. Oh, here we go. She out here partying. Who the baby with? She pushing the baby off on somebody. Oh, we see what kind of mama she is. And look, these same people saying that ain't worth the damn as parents they self, especially dudes. It could be a dude that know you, ain't seen his kids in 5 years, but I guarantee you, he'll talk shit about you on the sly, like you ain't a good parent, and he ain't worth a shit his damn self. But the optics are just not gonna look good for you, as unfair as it may be. Because if you with a new guy, with a new baby, then you look kind of loose. If you out at the club and you just had a new baby, you don't look like a good mom, and it looks like you out running the streets. Remember, just because somebody know you don't mean they know your whole situation. They don't know that you've been up with the baby for days, you know, nurturing, doing all the mom stuff, and you just want to take a little time to yourself to step out and have a good time. They don't know that you with a guy that has been with you through thick and thin, through the pregnancy, even though the child not his. People don't look at shit that way. They're gonna look at what it appears to be and then make their own assumption. Based on what? So let me move on to this part of the question. Now, she asked me, why don't I ask men these questions, or this particular question? Because it doesn't apply to men the same way it do to women. First of all, most of the time, if a man has a baby, a newborn baby, and he's not with the mom, the baby gonna be with the mom. Not in all cases, but majority of the cases, we know that's how it is, because the mom is the nurturer. Why you think judges award the children to the mother? Because they are nurturers. Our body's not going through no changes. We not having no emotional swings. Only thing you might be worried about getting your motherfucking ass put on child support. Other than that, that's about it. Well, let's put the shoe on the other foot. Let's look at the optics from a man's point of view. Now, let's just say if he got a newborn baby and he out at the club. Ain't nobody gonna think about that. Nobody gonna think twice. He ain't gonna think twice, especially if he been doing his thing as a father all week. And he say, you know what? I want to get out. Mom, can you watch the child? Sis, can you watch the child? Nobody is going to blink an eye. Is it fair? Probably not. Nobody would bat an eye. If you see him with a new woman, with his new baby, nobody would bat an eye. Like I said, is it fair? Probably not. Look, I'm not going to sit up here and pretend I know how much time is enough time before you start dating again. But a fresh new baby, you need to put some kind of time restraints on yourself before you get into a new relationship. Moving on.
Okay, this guy goes to his woman and tells her, I got another woman pregnant. If you want to leave, go ahead. She says, no, I won't leave you. I'll stay with you and help you raise your child.
Well, it's pretty obvious the mistake that he made, but the mistake that she made is recommitting herself to a disloyal person, because that's not the person that you agreed to be with from the beginning. Unless it's one of them relationships where he was cheating with his woman and you was cheating with your man, or you was single and he was cheating, and so you understand the type of person he is. You know, so I guess that'll work that way. But if it's somebody that was, you know, loyal from the start, or you thought was loyal, or you thought that they had certain principles that they follow, then no, it's not gonna work, because you looking at a total different person, period. So now you done made a commitment in which you don't even know if you can hold up your end of the bargain. And a lot of times when that stuff happens in a relationship, the person that's been wronged feels as if, you know what, I got room to do whatever I want to do. You know, if I decide to cheat on that person, then that person deserves to be cheated on, or to mistreat that person until you satisfied that they've been punished enough for what they've done to you. And that's not how it works. It's not your job to dish out punishment. It's nature's job. It's God's job to dish out punishment. So if you recommit to that person and you don't hold up to your end of the commitment, then you know better than them. You're going to be held accountable for your actions. So if he cheat on you and you go cheat on that person, no, you may not get it back in that relationship or the next relationship. But I promise you, it's coming your way. You will have to pay for what you done. Even though you done it out of spite, you done it out of revenge, you will have to pay. So don't recommit yourself. I know when our emotions are high, logic is low. So most of the time we thinking from our emotions, especially in a situation where our heart is involved. Look, if you decide to stay and you so caught up in that situation, or you so emotionally involved in that relationship until you just don't see no way out, even though you have been wrong, you just can't seem to let go, then still don't make no commitment. I mean, the conversation you probably need to be having with that guy is, look, I'ma stay, but it's no guarantees. So don't put yourself in that situation, because 3 months down the road, 4 months down the road, it just might be too taxing on you emotionally, because there you have to watch a kid that you know is done, that act was done out of infidelity, cheating, deception. You know that. And it might not even be healthy for the child. And sometimes women will take it out on the child. what I mean by taking it out on a child. Now, it might not be abuse to the naked eye, where the person you with can notice it, where you can even really notice it. But deep down inside, your subconscious is telling you that if this was your child, would you really be doing that? You know, and you could be a really, really, really good person, and you'll start doing things that's, you know, that's not normal. That's not you as a person. So you have to be careful with that situation, because some things are out of your control. Now, I don't give a damn what nobody tell you. You can believe me or you don't have to believe me. But there's places inside of us as people that we've never gone before. There's love that we've never explored. Places that it's just undiscovered. There's pain inside of us that we don't realize. Emotions that we've never, ever, ever touched. In other words, it's undiscovered territory inside of each of us that we've never discovered. That's untapped. So we got to be careful with that. So we don't want no mistreatment of the child, and you don't need to be mistreating him. Your best bet is just not to recommit. You know, if it happens down the road and you happen to stay and over time heal the situation, then fine. Let's talk about the other side of the coin. And I'm just going to keep it in the confines of this scenario. Now, this guy that went out and got another woman pregnant outside of the relationship that he's already in. All right. Now, let's just say you took my advice and you saying that, hey, I'm not going to recommit to this dude, but I am going to stay. Maybe you think that, hey, if I stay, we'll just see if time does the healing for me. Now, just because she agreed to stay and you apologize for what you've done doesn't mean you don't have to be held accountable for what you have done. Apologizing means that you express regret for someone that you have done wrong. Being held accountable means that you accept punishment or retaliation without retaliating yourself. For example, if me and you standing here face to face talking, and you haul off and slap the shit out of me, and then you take a step back and you say, you know what, man, I apologize for slapping you. But then I take it upon myself to hit you back. Then you get mad at me because I hit your motherfucking ass back. Now we on the ground tussling. See, that's not being held accountable. See, if you haul off and slap me and then you apologize, it is up to me to decide if I want to retaliate with the equal or less amount of wrongdoing that you have done to me. And you got to be willing to accept whatever comes your way without retaliation. You can't be sorry for doing some shit you started and then get mad because you get the worst end of the stick and then think that I'm supposed to accept your apology, or your apology is supposed to mean something, because it don't mean shit. So, Negro, you went out, had this baby on this woman, and now this woman telling you that, hey, I'm going to stick with your ass, but it ain't no guarantee. And every time she get mad at you, she throw it up in your face. Every time you call and ask her where she at, she said she out minding her own business. Shit like that. Now, is it right on her part? No, it ain't right. But you can't tell her it ain't right. You can't be the one telling her she shouldn't be doing that. Somebody else can tell her. Somebody else, because guess what? She wouldn't be doing that. She wouldn't be telling you to mind your own business. She wouldn't be throwing the shit up in your face if your ass wouldn't have went out and cheated and had a baby in the first place. Nigga, that's your doing. You the one threw the first motherfucking punch. So don't give me that shit about, oh, you stay, so you should let that shit go. No, fuck you. You should let it go. You just gotta suck that shit up and keep your mouth shut. If she throw it up in your face, then you gotta take that. There ain't no way around it. You gotta take that. And that's all I'm saying. So be mindful when you out there chasing after your instant gratification. But it's always okay as long as you're not the one with the rope around your neck. As long as you're not the one that's at work while your old lady at some nigga house. So you're not thinking about that. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Which brings me to the next question.
Guys, would you ever forgive your girl if she caught you cheating?
You know what? It's your fault because I am the way I am. It's your fault for going through my motherfucking phone. It's your fault for following me over here when your ass know you supposed to be at work. It's your fault. The one thing I hate the most is a lying ass snooper. I wouldn't have been cheating if you wouldn't have went through my DMs and find them messages. I wouldn't have been cheating. It's because of you. You know what? I'm finna get my motherfucking shit. I'm out this bitch.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
So you just gonna let me leave? So you just gonna let me leave? See, that's what I'm talking about. Call me back.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
You left the house already. Why you sending my call as a voicemail?
No. I don't
That ain't funny. I guess y'all think that's funny, huh? I guess y'all think that's funny, huh? So let's ask that question again. Would you forgive your woman if she caught you cheating? So are y'all ready for the BBW Network Plus Podcast Model of the Week? I say, are y'all ready for the BBW Network Plus Model of the Week? Ladies and gentlemen, this particular model we're about to highlight this week for this particular episode. She is a model and blogger on Instagram. She also is a brand ambassador for lipstick, makeup, and clothing. She also has a wide range of photographic modeling looks, which includes a professional, office, outdoor, swimsuit, casual, formal, and also a wedding link. She comes at you with over 32,000 followers on Instagram. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to congratulate with me the highlighted model for this episode, Miss Get Up and Go Diva. I will have the correct spelling for her name in the show notes, so you can go follow her on Instagram and check out all the photographs that I am describing to you. So let's give a big hand. So what I do is I go on Instagram and I select a model that I feel that deserves to be highlighted on each and every episode. Now, how I go about determining what model I select is based on creativity and how much work you putting in. I don't really base it off of how many followers you have. Although I will highlight the followers, that's not a big criteria. So it's based on creativity and hard work. But let me add this. For my critiques, I'm just using the eye test. And I'm talking to you from a barbershop perspective, like a bunch of guys in a barbershop or some guy that's sitting on the sofa looking through a magazine and see you as a model. That's how I'm talking about it from that perspective. So if I don't know the term of something or I mispronounce something, hey, you can DM me and let me know, hey, bro, this how you say that. You can educate me, in other words. Anyway, let's see why I selected Miss Get Up and Go Diva. Now, when you first go to Miss Get Up and Go Diva page, the first thing I noticed is that she put in a lot of work into her profession. She has pictures from outdoors. She has pictures in front of the pool. She has pictures from look like a deserty look. She has pictures from a formal look like she's a brand ambassador. She has office look. She has sexy girl walking down the street look. She has, standing out in a parking lot look. She has kitchen looks. She has a ton of looks. So it lets me know that she takes her job serious. Now, the next thing I notice is that she's a dark to medium skinned woman. And that's just going off her pictures, which means colors like red and pink and things like that, colors like that shows up on her very well. Even though some of the darker colors may not stick out as much, she seems to have a specific way of putting a combination together and making it work well for her. And I think sometimes when I look at models, I don't think some of them know how to do that. Some of y'all don't know how to do that yet. And that's just all a part of just keep doing it. Keep working at it. And you're going to get better at it. Look at different things. Listen at different people. See what they like. See what they don't like. That's all you got to do. But she seems to have a specific way of doing things that fit her. And that's how it comes off to me. Look, y'all go check out her page and support her. That's Miss Get Up and Go Diva. She is the highlighted model for this episode. With that being said, y'all give her a round of applause. All right, we come to the end of this particular episode. Now, before I get out of here, I want to mention a podcast called The Sweet Spot. If you want a little late night entertainment, go and download and listen to The Sweet Spot. Remember, please go join the BBW Network Plus Facebook group and also the BBW Network Plus Instagram page. Please like, share, and subscribe this podcast. And until the next episode, we're going to catch back up, fam. Peace.